Oh. 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 No notifications now, right? I think I used it up. The white Rosa Parks. Let me send out an email real quick. The internet is in shambles. No mainstream media covering this story somehow. The white Rosa Parks. People have had enough, I guess. They're saying she's come to save white people. People are saying discrimination and racial profiling. People keep saying there's a race war coming. Is there a race war coming? They say there's a race war. Or somebody trying to start a race war. They're trying to get this thing up to 1 million. A million there, 1 million here. Sicilian belong here. All right. We just sent out this email blast. Join up with the mailing list, guys, if you're not getting notifications, because I'm just going live so much throughout the day. Check out the email list. Okay. I'm trying to set them out. Or just check out ikidmel.com. Well, ikidmel.com should be done today. ikidmel.com will tell you when I'm live. You just go to ikidmel.com. Once it's set up, on the bottom of the screen, it says whether I'm live or not, and it shows all my recent live streams. So you can do that too throughout the day. Oh, excuse me. All right, email blast going. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Let's see what the white Rosa Parks is at now. White Rosa Parks, 343,000 logos. Logos. Did I say logos? Dollars. I'm reading the chat. Mickey Mel, we need to talk about your logo. Why? I can't take it anymore. How much more else I got to change? There's too much going on. You don't like it? You don't like the logo? What logo? 343. And this was started. Oh, she did some updates. May 2nd updates. Okay. She's replied. And she said here, hello, where do I even begin? The overwhelming support that my family and I and myself have received is unbelievable. I've never felt so scared, yet reassured in my life. It's truly a whirlwind of emotions. We are currently doing okay. No one has been harmed. We are getting by. We are taking proper procedures in order to stay safe from the constant threats. I'm still very frightened, and I don't think I will feel safe until we can escape completely. I'm so grateful to all of you who have donated to my family. I never would have imagined that we would be supported in such an extreme. I still feel as if it's too good to be true, and it's all going to disappear. It's such a strange feeling to be living in such a blissful dream and a nightmare simultaneously. Thank you all for your continuous support and love. We have to keep fighting for the safety of our families, not just mine. Shiloh. So we're at $343,000. All right. And what's the top donation? Has it changed? Somebody had donated $2,000 and just said N. Dr. E. Michael Friends. $2,000. Another 2001, a 1700 one, $1,500 one, 1400, 1,000. Wow. Mamma mia! By the way, supposedly the police are investigating and they're looking into this. play this clip here.
KTTC is reaching out to law enforcement in the wake of a video going viral on social media that was reportedly recorded in Rochester, and many of our viewers have contacted us about it. There is a video circulating on multiple social media platforms that was reportedly recorded at a park in Rochester. The video shows a woman holding a small child making racist slurs in reference to another child at the playground who she claims had taken something that belongs to her child. The person recording the video alludes to the child being targeted as having special needs. KTTC does not own the rights to this video, nor are we choosing to identify anyone until more information.
I don't know why they're so scared. Just talk about it or cover the story.
We can now confirm Rochester police have received multiple calls about the video and are actively looking into the matter. The Rochester branch of the NAACP released a statement today about the video, saying it is outraged and deeply disturbed by the incident, saying in part, quote, "We call on the City of Rochester Police Department, the City of Rochester's City Attorney's Office, and Olmsted County Attorney's Office to launch a full investigation and to file all appropriate charges," end quote.
Okay. There we go. Okay, I was making sure I was live on Rumble. The search thing is kind of weird. So back to Sarah Fields. So Sarah's catching fire. 2 people are attacking her. She said, "Let me get this straight. Not once have I asked for money via Give Send Go, nor have I asked for a security team since I was doxxed and my family was placed in danger because of my reporting on Dominique Alexander and the Carmelo Anthony case. I've had a security team at my home and my church, and thankfully it's volunteer work by people who care about me and my children. And you're coming after me for basically having a baby shower and sharing my link with my followers. Are you okay?" So this person is kind of snapping on them. Sarah is using Shiloh as a means to gain engagement so she can dupe people with empathy into buying her stuff for her pregnancy, blah, blah, blah. Back and forth. And somebody here said get a job. So she's still catching heat. And somebody called her out because they're saying, this person, Melissa, said, "You invited death threats towards another mother. Spare us your fake Christian mask, and you didn't even bother to condemn this." So they're saying that she's done similar stuff as well to now be crying about being doxxed. It looks like, what is this? A comment? What's her address? Where does she live? Where does she work? Who employs disgusting, childish beings like such a nasty person? It's straight up disgusting. She should get her ass handed to her. Couple teeth knocked out, and maybe this way she won't attack a child with that dirty ass mouth of hers. Racist! People should all be put on an island somewhere away from actual good human beings. So I don't understand what the screenshot is. How she no one invited anything. I reported facts. You're taking screenshots of comments from Facebook. They are not my comments, which I agree they're not her comments. Did you condemn it? I mean, it's not my responsibility to go chase after everybody and condemn people. People are going to say what they want to say. That's a weird poster. That person replying on her stuff is a weirdo. But this guy here, he said, listen to this. He said, "I donated another 50 because I either don't care or because they're putting her pics on, they're putting adult sites." So we're going to get into that in a second. / escort sites. They rallied around a fentanyl addict who once put a gun to a pregnant woman's stomach and a murderer who knifed a kid in the heart. I don't care. So now they're saying this. This is, if you saw this in the thumbnail, glad to see the right has picked Shiloh Hendrix, a single mom, meth head sex worker, allegedly, I don't know, whose photos are all over escort sites, as both their companion and the person they're donating $1 million to. Truly the white racist saved. So I saw this stuff. I don't know if people, this thing is spinning so out of control. I don't know if this is really her or not. I mean, what do you guys think? I think the lips kind of match. Maybe the eyes. Somebody needs to go investigate the photo. Somebody needs to go onto these adult sites. Somebody needs to take one for the team. Go check it out. Does she have that arm tattoo that we've seen? I don't know if that's really her or not. They're saying here this biopic and the bio. I don't know what this bio. What does this mean? Christian colonizer. I screenshot QT hateful, violent, ignorant, racist tweets, hate and extremist content. So I don't know. This person is. They're saying it's not her. So there's a lot of people going back and forth fighting. It's not her. It is her. We're not going to let this happen. We're going to disavow. People are angry, going to town. People getting doxxed. This is where they're saying, and I've seen it not just here, I've seen it in other posts. She's being called the white Rosa Parks. She's being considered the white Rosa Parks. They told her to get to the back of the bus, and she said, no, I'm not doing it. Maybe a lot of people have been wanting to say this word forever. YouTube pushing vids on this topic hard on my homepage. Really? So far, anytime I've covered this, there's barely anybody here watching. I don't know what it is. For some reason, for me, I'm not getting any views on this story. I'm just covering it because I think it's kind of interesting, and I'm thinking it's going to spiral. It is spiraling. I think it's going to continue to spiral, but so far, I kind of barely. I mean, last night, that one got 6,000, which is not bad, I guess. I didn't have any notifications. It was like at 12 in the morning. YouTube demonetized last night's video. Maybe because they said the N-word. And then this morning, I don't know if I had notifications. Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. 4,600 views. I don't know. But, and then there's 400 people here. You know. Below average viewership for this topic. Email, by the way, I see your post here. That's not my post. The White Rosa Parks. Wish my DMs would stop opening. Now, with this whole story too with Shiloh, this guy I mentioned earlier, this guy's catching a lot of heat too. They're calling this guy all kinds of names. This person said, I donated to Shiloh not necessarily because I think it's awesome to say the N-word. I donated specifically to send a message to this fat PDF file creep, allegedly, that doxing people and making people famous will result in this reaction from now on. There was a video I seen that, like, some video, I guess it's an old video, he was arguing with like a teenager, like some kid that was a teen. And he's like, we're going to get you. We're going to find your whatever. I thought I saw something. I was like, damn. Nick Fuentes has said, black people just raised $500,000 for a cold-blooded killer who stabbed a white teenager to death. So I don't want to hear one word about Shiloh fundraiser. Either everybody gets to be tribal or nobody does. And I mentioned this in my last post where somebody asked her to send a picture with a name, their tag, and they did. With the M-bomb. And then these people are claiming this is photoshopped. Because some people are saying, oh, look, well, here she is kissing a black guy. But now they're saying that that's fake. Because I guess they found the original picture. Oh, yeah, they found the original Serena Williams. I don't know, somebody else. So people are photoshopping, doing all kinds of stuff, and then they're saying Tizzy Entertainment is an accused homosexual PDF file, uses photograph of young children to promote his site. I don't know what's going on. Tizzy catching heat. He's blocked all these people. Cinema Shogun's thoughts. Cinema Shogun said, I don't agree with what Shiloh did. Calling a child the N-word isn't cool. And there were better ways to handle the situation. I also think it's crazy that she's raising all this money, but I understand it's in response to Carmelo Anthony. With that being said, everyone is claiming that the child she called the N-word was 5 years old and autistic. Is there any evidence of this? Sounds like one of those he was a good boy and future astronaut type of lies. The kid was shown in the video clearly is like 11 years old and had no business messing around with toddlers. I don't know. People are talking about this picture a lot. People were saying he looks older than 5. And where are the civil rights lawyers? Because I thought by today there'd be some civil rights people on this. Ikemel, he has a picture of Leon the professional in his room with Natalie Portman. Leon the professional, is that a YouTuber or something? He has a picture of Leon the professional in his room with Natalie Portman. I wanted to play. What did I do with that video? I had a video too before we get to Lucas. Maybe I lost it. Oh, hold on. I know where to get it. The guy that recorded the video, Alex Rosen, posted the video. The guy that recorded the video of the whole situation made a video. I think it was on TikTok, but he apparently now he's deleted. He deleted his TikTok and stuff, or made it private. I think he deleted it, is what they're saying.
Flash news to everybody. If investigations are happening on a serious crime which I was being accused of, was in the past, that I've insulted somebody, assaulted I should say, in the English terminology, which has been proven that I have never done anything wrong, and the case was dismissed. Why am I guilty of something in a court of law dismissed? Tell me, why am I? I'm getting death threats. Why? This is a miracle. Flash news to everybody.
So he's responded. This is the only response I've seen from this guy. What? Oh. I'm trying to see what it is. The only response that he's made is about the allegations, which were dismissed. It was dismissed, but I wonder why it was dismissed, what happened, and we read it in the earlier stream. The allegations were very serious and detailed, somewhat detailed, and he basically said the chick was clout chasing. Let me show you this post. A 16-year-old, he basically said she was clout chasing. So somebody here questioned him, hey, curious, why did a 16-year-old accuse you of picking her up at the Rochester Quick Trip after she ran away from home and after you brought her back to your house, then accused you of R-ing her? And so he replied here and said, when she went back to her foster home, she wanted to play victim card, so attention could not get into trouble. So she said she was assaulted, later admitted after she ruined our lives. That's what he's saying. That's his response. He's saying it's not true. So, yeah, man, this situation is just spiraling. Oh, let me play Lucas Cage. Hold on, I forgot to play this too. I don't know what this guy has to
Good
say.
morning, America. I'm just having some of mine coffee. So delicious, so delicious. You know, a lot of people are wondering, why are white people supporting this woman out of nowhere? What's going on? Why are you supporting this woman? She's a single mother with tattoos, and people are calling her white trash, and what the hell? And that's a very good question. Why? Well, I thought about it. And it's actually very easy to understand. Shiloh Hendrix is the straw that broke the camel's back. White people have seen enough over the last several decades, and we have had enough. And I say we, and people don't like, what do you mean we? Yes, we white people have had enough. As a collective, we are becoming a collective. You are forcing us into a collective, and we are now merging into one. And it's going to be FAFO from this point on. What do I mean by that? None of your stupid words are going to work anymore. Racist, anti-Semite, Nazi, nobody cares. But people have brought up this question. Why is Shiloh Hendrix getting more support than Austin Metcalf's family?
They're jealous.
Why are people supporting her so much more than anyone who's been raped or put in jail like the January 6ers and who?
Some people are real upset. I saw this lady comment on Facebook, and she had said, she was like, "Oh, I have cancer and I couldn't raise any money." This lady says the N-word and she gets to raise money. So there's some people too that I think some people, I know it sounds crazy, maybe some people are a little bit jealous too, because some people, they need money, they want money, and they're looking at this chick like, damn, she got all that money? Like, what?
Can barely get any support. Why? Well, because like I said, people have had enough. People have had enough, and this was it right here. But there's a reason why people had enough. And the reason was because of Austin Metcalf.
I knew it.
White America, which is in shambles and isn't united just yet, but it's going to get there, saw a black man, or rather animal, stab a white person in the heart over a chair, over a seat, and we saw Black America support this murderer.
Was that the lady said stage 4, really?
This is no different than watching Israelis laugh in Telegram channels supporting the genocide, seeing babies blown to pieces and making jokes. Oh, I saw Black Twitter like, fuck around, found out. Shouldn't have stepped up to him, got what he deserved. Blacks putting videos, if you crack a step up to me, I'm going to stab you too. Well, yeah, you know what? Whites had enough of this now. The white devil's back. Hi, how are you? Even me, I had enough. I've been very cordial with other races. I've been trying to unite everyone as possible. There's just some portions, I'm going to say a big majority of portions of these other races that are impossible to be allies with, and frankly, can never be. And I don't care about them. So I feel bad for the minorities of the minorities who are good people among the people you live on, who don't represent you. I have 2 black neighbors. They're wonderful people. They go to work. They have families.
You got 2 black neighbors?
They're attacked. I've been friends with them for a decade. Never had an issue. They'll never stab me. They'll never kill my family. They're nice people. And I'm sure they look at this stuff in horror. But I'm sure even they're like, well, that's not right. She shouldn't have said the word, blah, blah, blah. And you know what? It's not the best scenario. It's not pretty. But I think we don't give a shit anymore. Because what happened was, not only did she say this nasty little word that shouldn't affect any of you because you're not kids anymore, sticks and stones would break my bones, but would never hurt me. Guess that didn't work for you as kids. It won't work for you as adults. Okay, well, yeah, the word's nasty. I don't like it. I made videos yesterday and statuses dropping it like no other. And of course, visibility on a free speech platform, so I deleted them. But anyway, not the best thing to support, just like George Floyd, which all of you supported no matter what, and gave him a golden casket, $30 million. And you don't care what kind of scum your people produce.
Oh, shit. Jesus.
So although Shiloh might not be the epitome of white excellence, and I'm not trying to offend her, she's a single mother, or maybe she's not single. We don't know. She has 2 white kids. And she was defending her children from a literal fucking pedophile trying to start some shit. And I don't know.
And just again, they're saying those charges were dismissed. He wasn't charged.
What age the kid was picking through her bag?
We covered that earlier.
But she said she's acting like one. I'm going to call him one. So clearly that kid was trying to steal some shit. So what is she supposed to say? Hi, excuse me, little kid. Can you please remove your hand from my bag? Oh, it's okay. Don't worry. That's what you guys are used to. Oh, you know what? Why not just let him loot the bag? Oh, it's fine, honey. He needs it more than we do, right? We're sick of the looting. We're sick of the shooting. We're sick of the shit you call us. I've seen Mayo, monkey. I don't even care what you call us. I mean, it's pathetic. You know, if you get offended by a word, you're a child. So a lot of you are just man children. You're primitive apes that are fucking insane who think you can kill people over a word. That's not a decent human being. That's why you're called the word in the first place. I know many people said, say that in Memphis, nigga. People are telling me on my stat, say that over here in Memphis. I'm not coming to Memphis. Why the hell would I want to go to the zoo? Now, again, I want to make sure that you understand there's a difference between niggas or niggers and black people. I have 2 neighbors that are black people. They're not niggers. I wouldn't call them that. They don't deserve to be called that. And no one will call them that. But the ones we saw in the videos, looting, the ones that are shooting, raping, burning down cities, yeah, they are. And everyone thinks that, including blacks. But I'm not here to defend blacks. Blacks, you got to start policing your own as well. You got to step up to the plate too now. I tell Jews to do it, they refuse. Now it's your turn. So Shiloh says the N-word. Oh, wow, big deal. First Amendment right. This guy, this pedophile, rapist, Somalian who shouldn't even exist, records her. What'd you say? What'd you say? And they want to dox her and destroy her life. Not going to work anymore. Sorry, cancel culture has been canceled. Hate hoaxes are finished.
Well, so yeah, man, from what I'm seeing, it's people, this is like a reaction, somewhat of a reaction to the Carmelo Anthony, a reaction to people that have been doxxed. People are just angry and upset. This whole race thing is, I guess it's boiling again. You know, and people are looking for a way to take out their frustration, anger. And they're getting back by raising the funds, and they're trying to get the funds to 1 million. That'd be crazy if she gets to $1 million. People feel upset about Carmelo Anthony and the money that they raised. I don't think it, like I said, I don't think it was right to do that to a kid. I understand people saying free speech and, you know, free speech, but yeah, the kid shouldn't have done that. If he did that, he might be autistic, you know, but cursing kids out and all this stuff.
Dropping bombs anymore about us and our names and, oh, you're racist and you're an anti-Semite bigot. Nobody cares. It's over. So the white devil's back, and you brought him back to life. The white
devil's back.
And you best get used to it. Even me, I've had enough. I had enough seeing a woman get picked on for
it's true. It's never stopped boiling.
saying a fucking word. Get over it. Words aren't going to kill you. You know what kills you? Other blacks kill you. Hey, you ever noticed that? Who kills more blacks than anyone on this planet? Black people. You guys kill each other every day in Chicago, and you're worried about white cops. See how fucking stupid you are? And again, just like the Israelis, no self-awareness. No self-awareness. Or maybe you do have self-awareness and you're taking advantage of the people that's down. Yeah, Whitey's been down. Whitey got complacent. Whitey got scared to lose his job. Whitey doesn't like to be called names. But not all Whiteys. Not this one. You call me where the fuck you want. I don't give a shit. White devil's back. And again, you made him wake up. You don't kick at people when they're down, but you did, and you thought you could do it forever. So that's why we're behind Shiloh Hendrix, because we don't give a shit who she is. Just like you don't give a fuck who Floyd was or anyone else. You stabbed Metcalf in the heart, you laughed about it. Just like the Israelis are bombing babies every day, they laugh about it. They think the world's going to get behind them. No more. So Israel and Jewish supremacy is coming to an end, and this black privilege bullshit is coming to an end too. And you know who's going to end it? The white man. Both scenarios are going to be ended by the white man, who allowed it to happen in the first place. That's what's happening. You're witnessing it right now in your face, in real time. White people are fucking done. And you better get used to it. And I know some of you are going to be stubborn. That's right. You're going to be, oh, fuck you all, crack ass. Bring it on. Bring it on. You're not winning this. No one's winning it but us. We're done, and we're not playing this fucking game anymore. And y'all better straighten yourselves out, because the white devil's back.
That's crazy. The guy's name is Lucas Cage. I played that video. I didn't watch it before, but I played that video because I wanted to know what exactly is in the mind of what people are feeling. You know, well, what exactly are they feeling? You know, why are people getting behind this and supporting and sending their donations and stuff? You know, and it almost doesn't even seem like it's much about the lady or the N-word, but more of like they're just boiling frustration and people are pissed off, and I don't know. It's crazy. So everybody's experiencing racism. Everybody's experiencing racism and all kinds of stuff, and it's reaching a boiling point. I feel like I'm surprised still we haven't heard nothing from the parents of the black child. Oh, that's interesting. What? This lady, who's Laverne Spicer? Laverne Spicer. She said, I've never been called a N-word in real life by anyone ever other than Democrats. Any conservative people pushing this shit today got to be some plants. It ain't how I've been seeing stuff go when I be around Republicans, not ever. Let's see how much she's at right now. What did she reach? 351. Imagine this surpasses like the Metcalf gift saying or the GoFundMe. Nutcase, buy all. Maybe white people were tired of being called racist. Luigi Mangione. Let me see what else they're saying about this lady. Help protect my family. Crowdsourcing viral. Raise her fundraising goals. She hasn't done it. If she does an interview, that'd be interesting. Fundraising goals now viral. Increase it to 1 million. She could. What would we do if you raise 1 million? You have to pay. You have to pay taxes on that, I guess. If it's donated, 1 million. What would you do if you're in her position? You should. I mean, would you buy a house? Pay it cash, pay full price. But if they find your address, then you're kind of screwed. But you could buy a house, invest it, maybe get the money back, investing it. Buy some property, maybe, and lay low. Can you stretch out 1 million for the rest of your life? Maybe. Kind of hard to say. Depends how you're living. Damn, somebody says she's gonna spend it on meth. So accruing 1 million. Help protect my family and my kids. That's pretty wild, though. I would have never thought somebody would be able to raise this kind of money for this type of situation. Let's see, Shiloh. The white Rosa Parks. We're done with it. We're not taking it anymore. You're not going to push us around. You're not going to call us racist all the time. Call my job, get me fired. I think that's too far in any situation. There's people that are doxing people. White people have upset me badly. Oh, this guy has 330-something subscribers, 1,000 subscribers. And he had 529 views. I guess I'm not doing bad. Not throwing any shade, but... I'm not trying to throw any shade. But, oh, yeah, this guy got 627... Oh, that's Joseph Moore. Over 600,000 subs, got 8,700. I guess the story is just still building up, I guess. Or maybe people are just tired of the race stuff, need a break from the race stuff after all the Carmelo stuff. She said the magic word. Oh my God. This person here said, I stand by Shiloh.
This is Tree from treeoflogic.com, and yes, I am going to talk about the Shiloh Hendrix situation, and yes, I am going to give you my opinion, and yes, probably 1/3 of you will unsubscribe when you hear about it, and guess what? I don't care. Stay mad. But as you can tell from the thumbnail as well as the title, I am on Shiloh Hendrix' side. Yeah, she's been doxxed. That is her name. She's okay with it being out there. And with all the money that she has collected on her Give, Send, Go, homegirl gonna be just fine. So for those of you who are not aware of this viral story, let me fill you in. So this takes place in Minnesota, and it's a very nice looking playground. Well, Shiloh was there with her toddler. She was there with her little...
I'm going to skip past the story a little bit because we know the story. This is the Treehouse News, but I'm just kind of curious what her opinion is on this.
They're all the N-word.
This I don't know is if he's an illegal immigrant or a legal immigrant. I'm not sure, but you know Minnesota is filled with these type of people. But guess what else he is?
I think, yeah, they do have like a big illegal problem in Somalia.
He's a PDF file.
Again, they're saying he's supposedly not. Well, the charges got dropped.
With her after the excuses for this person.
It would be interesting if the victim came forward. She was 16 at the time, so she would be of age now. This was years ago. It would be really interesting if she came forward and be like, no, this motherfucker's lying. He did do this shit.
To Rochester. I don't respect this guy, so I don't care if I mess up his name. Records. Many are calling him a PDF file due to an older case where he was accused of assaulting a 16-year-old girl. However, according to court records, the case, the accusations were dropped and he was cleared of all allegations. He had several children and was on the sky. That was very evidence. However, per your document, it only says in the interest of justice, which appeared to be the discretion of a judge, not for the lack of evidence. Now, this is Minnesota. We get a lot of these libtard demon rat judges that drop cases or give a small fine or dismiss it altogether because, well, you know, racism. So, you know, this is the case where it had nothing to do with the victim not showing up, and it didn't have anything to do with a lack of evidence. It was the discretion of the judge, and you know we have a lot of activist judges out there who are violating their oath, sit on the bench based upon blind justice, but they're very biased, and they look out for these immigrants and certain people of color and basically just let them get out. I mean, we saw what happened with the woke judge who let Killer Camelo out of jail and dropped his bail. So,
well, there was that judge too that was really crazy. Wasn't that judge like harboring illegal aliens or something? That was nuts. It wasn't in this state. I don't remember what state it was. That was wild. They arrested the judge.
Are we really shocked at this case where a girl was R-worded and the judge decided to dismiss the case altogether? No, we're not surprised. So it says when a criminal case in Minnesota is dismissed in the interest of justice, it generally means the court or prosecutor has decided to terminate the case, not because the defendant is necessarily innocent, but because continuing the prosecution would be unfair, inappropriate, or contrary to broader principles of justice. What?
Yeah, that's pretty weird. I don't know. That's why, I mean, we covered the report earlier and we read the report. The report from back then, what the victim said happened. And like I said, I thought it was pretty detailed and it was weird, situation.
Hello. And she also posted, now, if you look at this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to block all of this.
Oh, so there's people doxing Shiloh.
She is basically putting her full date of birth on here, her full entire name, her first name, middle name, and her last name, in addition to her city. My name is Shiloh, and Kate raised that goal. Her decision. Please give it a like.
Okay. I was just kind of curious. I've never heard of this person before. The Treehouse News. And so she said she's standing by Shiloh. Standing by Shiloh. And it looks like in her comments, a lot of support for the most part, but somebody here said, my daughter is 3, autistic, and I do not understand the boundaries and ownership. And does not understand boundaries and ownership. I'm always at her side, keeping her out of trouble and teaching her things like that's not our purse, we can't go in it. Where the F were the parents at? That's a question of mine too, what I'm wondering. If the child really is autistic, and like I've talked about my cousin, he's like all over the place, Where were the parents at? But Sarah Field said that she had spoken to the family and that there was supervision. But my thing is, if there was supervision, I mean, I don't know. We never heard the parents in that video. I would have been on top of it. Like, oh, what's going on here? What happened? Blah, 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 Let me see if she's posted anything new about this. Posted about Dominique. Okay. I guess it's going to take a little more time to sizzle. How long have we been here? 43 minutes? Still no mainstream media on it, though. Oh, well, 14 minutes ago, Newsweek covered it, an article. They're starting to slowly touching it. I guess just one. I guess if you can consider Newsweek mainstream, I guess. Bum, 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 bum. Crowdfunding shows a woman identified as Shiloh using the N-word. The video circulated across social media. Why it matters. The rapid spread of video and subsequent support for the woman at the center of the controversy has reignited debates over online harassment, free speech, racism, and digital fundraising platforms. Civil rights leaders and lawmakers are condemning the incident, but Hendrix fundraiser on Give and Go has collected over $300,000. Okay. Some people donating to the campaign said they were doing so to help stand up for the white race, with one donor writing that the white race is under the threat of impending extinction. We are all fatigued and know that rather than changing their behavior, minorities insist on trying to police our words. Donor Elijah. This guy's a big guy on Twitter, X. He sent $650. The NAACP has called on authorities to investigate the woman's actions, which they describe as intentional, racist, threatening, hateful, and verbal attack against a child. Okay. Hendrix on the Give Send Go. We're taking proper procedures to stay safe. What happens next? Local and state officials have issued statements condemning the incident. Rochester Mayor Kim Norton emphasized continued efforts to support anti-racist initiatives, telling the Star Tribune, "We will continue to do that in the city because it's the right thing to do." Rochester police told the Rochester Post Bulletin that they are actively looking into the incident after multiple calls. So people are calling, reporting this stuff to the police station. Did you see what happened on TikTok or wherever it was posted? So, yeah, it has a lot of people feeling some kind of way, man. It's feeling some kind of way, raising a lot of money. Thank you to we got a few people on Rumble. JJ Nobody, thank you for being there and chatting. Appreciate it. Captain Ray, thank you for being on Twitch too. So we all bleed one color, my friend. I guess that's it for now. Let me check if there's anything in the news besides this. There's that lady that pooped on a car. I posted on Ikid CC. It was a road rage incident. This lady that gets out of the car and she literally poops on the hood of a car. You see all the poop and stuff. Oh man, yeah. Sarah Fields catching heat from Alex Rosen. He said court documents state the case was dismissed in the interest of justice. Yeah, it's really sad. I don't know what happens with these cases, especially involving children, that they're often just dismissed or they get such little time. I don't know what happened. I don't know the whole story to this. Oh, man. Another incident. NTSB investigating Thursday's incident at Reagan Washington National Airport, in which a Delta Airlines Airbus A319 and a Republic Airways Embraer E170 was instructed by air traffic control to perform go-arounds due to the U.S. Army Black Hawk helicopter inbound to the Pentagon. Almost had another incident. But don't worry, the NTSB is on the case. You can relax. It's safer to fly than drive. I heard about that. Yeah, that 7 people died at Yellowstone Park accident. That happened yesterday, but a lot of people are talking about it today. Crazy.
Now at 1 o'clock, a huge traffic mess on the 210 freeway after a police pursuit comes to a deadly end. Good afternoon, everyone. This is the KTLA 5 News at 1 o'clock. I'm Lou Parker.
And I'm Samantha Cortese in today for Glenn Walker. The pursuit started in Ventura County and ended with a violent crash on the eastbound 210 freeway.
A SIG alert has now been issued with traffic backed up for miles. KTLA's Alina Bovine is live near the scene with the breaking details. Hi, Alina.
Hi, Lou and Sam. Good afternoon. You said it. This started in Ventura County in Camry, about 50 miles away from where we are now here in La Crescenta. So you can imagine this was a long drive to get here. But take a look behind me. This is where it all came to an end. We are right above the 210 freeway. This is right near the Ocean View Boulevard. And let's take a look at this angle. This is Sky 5 overhead, giving us just a different vantage point at this point. Now you can see the vehicle of the suspect. It is a Honda CRV. It is pulled over to the side. You also see that black tent. That is because the driver, the suspect in this case, died as a result of the crash, which ended here around 11 this morning. Now, this all started around 10 a.m. According to the Ventura County Sheriff's Department, they responded to a call of theft at a Target store. In identification at this point, again, the driver, the suspect in this case, has been confirmed deceased. You can see police activity there off in the distance, and that black tent, that is where the body is. We are waiting.
Yeah. Wow. Crazy, crazy. Died over store theft. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep. All right, guys. I guess I'm heading out for now. We'll see what tonight brings. A Friday night. We'll see what tonight brings. And maybe, who knows how high this donation will get. The gift saying go for this lady. If they'll reach 1 million. I wonder if they'll reach 1 million. It looks like she'll hit 500,000 sometime this weekend. Is that 356? Maybe by Sunday? 500,000? Yeah, somebody even left the Asian comment. I don't even know what that's just said. That's just or Chinese or some shit. Damn. We tired these motherfuckers too. What the? Can I translate this shit? I'm afraid to even translate this. Let me see. What is? Watch out for people with protective colors. What? You guys remember the Indian lady too that she was dropping the N-bomb? I forgot that she was in her car and she kept dropping the N-bomb. You got support from around the world. Damn, international support. Well, it says a U.S. citizen. All right, guys, I'm going to catch you later. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Be safe. Bye. Bloop, 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 bloop. Bloop. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. We'll see what tonight brings.